Why did they sit us? Why do they always sit us in the back of the restaurant, next to the fucking kitchen or next to the fucking bathrooms? What the fuck is up with that?
According to this video, Jamaican nationals have reportedly torched a hotel in Jamaica because Chinese owners were not allowing Jamaicans to stay there or have access to the beach next to it. After looking into it, this is complete propaganda. The fire in that video is from the Richmond Inn in Montego Bay from 2019, and the owners are Australian, and nobody torched it. They still don't know the cause of the fire to this day. Literally everybody in the comments is in an uproar, and I need y'all to understand videos like this are so harmful. It's doing nothing but teaching people to hate each other for made up reasons that don't exist. This never happened. This is misinformation. And when y'all see things like this, y'all need to start confirming it. Y'all need to stop running with propaganda from any video you see on the internet. Like, I hate videos like this just making people hate each other for no apparent fucking reason. Y'all can literally go look for yourselves. There's no news reports on this. There's no credible sources of this. This is all fucking propaganda. It's sad that people will really post shit like this on the internet to get a couple likes. Stop fucking fear-mongering people. There's no reason for it. We need to start reporting and getting all these accounts fucking banned.
There is strife and problems in Jamaica as a alleged Chinese hotel.
So a Chinese hotel was taken down, I don't want to use that word, very recently. And you know what? The same thing Black Americans have been complaining for the longest period of time. Jamaicans won't take it. Look, when it comes to Black America, they would probably not endorse violence, vandalism and all that. But when it comes to Jamaicans, they don't allow it to slide. They just do not allow it to slide. So it just highlights the realities of what is happening not only in America but in other countries as well. In this video, I will expose to you why racial profiling of Asians and why blacks are losing it over the fact that Asians keep seeing them as an inferior race. Now, let's get into more clips.
Hotel that was blocking local people's access to the beach has now been set ablaze. We don't know the full stories as to how and what has gone on behind it, but it is alleged that a Chinese hotel is torched by Jamaican nationals after being denied access to the local beach and resort reserved only for white Jamaicans and Chinese citizens inside Jamaica. Now, having seen what's gone on inside South Africa and how they are pushing out about migrants in the country, Jamaica has been very chilled about the removal of access to its own beaches, which is constitutionally, I believe, in Jamaica, something that should be protected. But private companies have bought every single seafront, and they are now preventing actual local Jamaicans from having beach. And if you think about Jamaica, you think beach, mountains. So if you can't access the beach, that's a massive deal for local people, and it's something that the Jamaican government is going to have to figure out a real strategy for. What they do not want is that local businesses or international businesses who are set up in Jamaica feel like it's not safe because they're completely sold every single part of the beachfront properties available in Jamaica. Tell me what you think. If you have more information locally, please share, because it means a lot to us as our people.
Chinese hotel burnt down, set ablaze by Jamaicans after denying access to the beach that was reserved for Chinese and white Jamaicans, or white people and Chinese people. Let me say that, even though out of many one people. Like, what if we like the other them a play, the dark skinned ones? Who are you? And we not promote or support violence, but when I hear them violent actor, them arsenia, it makes sense. We understand. I'm sure the whole diaspora, neighboring islands are proud of Jamaicans, like all the time. And one thing with Jamaicans, when you start to do too much, you go feel it. Remember what them tell you from history? All of the bad slave them, or Jamaica them send them. So if you not think, some of us don't have our ancestors' blood running through our veins still, sad mistake. Nobody never tell you, Jamaicans not frightened for nobody, no matter who. You hear that?
I just passed by a boycott of an Asian hair store here in Houston.
And immediately when I get on TikTok, I see a post of a young gentleman saying people all over the country are boycotting Asian hair stores and Asian nail salons because of what happened to Cyrus. The most liked comment said, "Why punish other businesses that had nothing to do that?" And my response to that is very simple. Because I can't look at the color of your skin to determine whether you're friend or foe. For years, y'all have looked at the color of our skin and looped us all as criminals, as has-beens. We ain't gonna never be nothing and we are tired. But when we do it to you, it's a problem. But Drea, we're not all like that. And I understand that you're not all like that. But I am not willing to walk into another store or into another business that don't have somebody that look like me to find out that you're not one of the cool ones. What do? We stop going to all of your establishments. We start supporting our own, period. I'm about to start putting together a series of Black Wall Street Zooms that is free, that is for everybody in the Black community that can come and start learning about resources in your area for you to support your own people. And I know that there's an app out there that you can go to. I'm not talking about no app. I'm talking about real conversations, real people that you can connect to in your area.
Yes, can I place an order for 10 sesame chicken dinners?
I'm so sorry, say that one more time.
Can I place an order for 10 sesame dinners? And 10...
One second. Sarah King, do you mind hold on just a moment, please? Thank you. Just one more sesame.
I really don't like when black people talk against black people, because from the video I just watched and those people being in the restaurant, it didn't seem like they caused chaos. It didn't seem like something went wrong there. So I'm trying to understand. You allow a certain group of people to come to your restaurant and you deny other sets of people. That basically means you're racist. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't just judge people regardless of whatever, right? So I really hate when I see our own type despise our own type, because if we can't despise our own types, then what happens next? Everyone is going to despise us. So I really don't like it, to be honest.
Chicken?
No, 10.
10?
Yeah, sesame dinners.
What size? Combo, a lunch, or just a regular?
Combo.
Combo. 10 water sesame chicken combo?
Yes.
Okay, what's your phone number?
I'm not done placing my order.
Okay.
Can I get 10?
Do you mind give me one moment, please? Thank you. Just a moment. Thank you. Hello, Tennessee. Thank you for holding. Go ahead, please. Hello. Hello, Sarah King. How can I help you? One small, one hand soup, and a one young apple, right? What's your phone number? Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Hello?
Yes. Are you ready to take my order?
Yeah, did you say the 10 sesame chicken combo, and what else you say?
10 sesame combo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what else?
And 10 orange chicken combo.
10 orange chicken combo. Okay, anything else?
That's it.
You know what's so funny about this whole situation is that she got the nerve to even get an attitude with a fake order, meaning that she has no intention on paying. She has no intention on picking it up. She's looking to ruin the business. I'm glad a lot of these people are putting a face on here. The last person that I actually reviewed for this, they decided that they wanted to take down their profile. I'm guessing because they was getting too much visibility and all of that. And so I'm glad I'm able to use my platform to highlight the things that people are posting on social media so that you guys can be aware of what you need to do for your businesses and what changes you need to make sure that you protect yourself as a regular citizen or a person that is opening up a business inside of the United States of America. I think that this is crazy, it's disrespectful, and it's evil. It's flat out evil across the board, and no business owner No person that has invested their money inside of this country, no person that is employing people, no person that is paying taxes should have to go through this type of foolishness and the stuff that people are putting them through. And if you look at the caption that she has up there, it says, I heard we was calling these Chinese restaurants to not pick up the food. Let's get them out of here faster. There's no group of people that are more racist than black culture and people that are on the far left extreme versions of white culture. But I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it in different households, the things that people say and what lengths they're willing to go through.
Why are you over here? He tells us we can't take pictures here, but they can. But we can't. Like, they literally sent us out when we came to take pictures, and these girls are taking pictures, and they're literally letting them. As soon as I came around the corner, he told us actually. That's crazy.
This isn't racism. They just don't want you as the clientele that promotes their restaurant, because then it means more people like you at their restaurant and less people like the ladies sitting down taking the photo without a fucking EBT award show. It's not even hard. Like, they don't want the clientele of you, but they do want the clientele of people who are respectful and that value their space. And my guess is you guys probably created such havoc during dinner that they're like, we never want you to come back to our establishment. This isn't racism. But they allowed you to eat. How can it be racism? They allowed you to be in their space. They allowed you to do all this stuff. They just don't want you to promote it. Nothing wrong with that. It's not racism. Skedaddle.
I ain't gonna lie, ever since that motherfucker came up on this goddamn head TikTok and showed his motherfucking Chinese ass, I have yet to be back to eat me a cat rib and some damn fried rice with some shrimp in it, little egg foo young. Now I gotta learn how to make that shit at home. God damn.
Carmen. Yo. In respect for him, we're calling Chinese places, ordering food, and not picking it up. And we ain't talking about no one order. We're running it up. Justice for him, okay?
Hi guys, this is Big Porter. 313. A large order of sweet and sour chicken, garlic fried shrimp. The garlic shrimp? Yes. Yes, of course. Yes, can I also get your beef and broccoli? Arch? I want 3 of them. Yes, I want 24 in total.
Probably got to work.
Nope, that'll be it. Yes. Yes, I know where you're located. Yes, can I get the total? Okay, thank you.
All right, y'all. So far, we can call 2 places. One of the totals is about $52. Next is $72. Let's try to get 100. Let's do bulk orders, okay? The extra big pan fried rice, 50 sweet and sour chickens.
But for catering orders, they might try to make you order coffee.
Well, we gonna try it anyway.
Look, you gonna see. This is for Cyrus.
Just what? I ain't know the man got off. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's insane.
Pickup order.
Yes, sir. What would you like?
Can I get your catering size of sweet and sour chicken? The catering size, like enough for 8 people? There we go, yes. And then can I do both? I'm okay with upcharge. Okay. Then can I get your beef and mixed vegetables party size? Yes. 8 cow. And can you do both split rice for those as well? And that'll be it? Yeah, I want one of those 2 party size. Yes. Yes, correct. Can I get the total and how long it'll take before I pick it up?
Yeah, just a minute. $200, $219.
Look how poor this is. Look how poor what you see going on right here is.
Okay, how long will it take?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll be there shortly. Cam? Yes, C-A-M.
So, if there was a crime that came along with this, then I would recommend that they charge them with the highest degree, fine them, sue them, all of that. And people are also dumb enough to also do this and record themselves on social media. More importantly, they've also decided to, if you look at some of the people inside of the comments, they support this nonsense also. And of course, not only is it poor in the background, but you can also hear the smoke alarm. Clear opportunity for us to address Black culture.
Anime related, but I wanted to speak about this not as an anime content creator, but as an Asian American. Rick Chow was found not guilty in the murder of Cyrus Carmack Belton after chasing him down for 130 yards and shooting him in the back over supposedly a stolen water bottle. It is disgustingly similar to the murder of Latasha Harlins in 1991 when Korean store owner Soon Ja-do fought her and shot her in the back of the head as she was leaving over supposedly a stolen bottle of orange juice. I'm glad that a lot of other Asian Americans have spoken up about this already, so I don't have too much to add. I just want to be another point from which we can speak out against anti-blackness within our community. The fact that these two events happened 35 years apart from each other makes me question if we as Asian Americans have even made any progress as allies. I've seen so many other comments from other videos regarding this issue from Black people saying that they feel like they don't have any allies anywhere. And you know what? If we as Asian Americans stand complacent while their children are being chased and shot in the back, we don't deserve to call ourselves allies.
Okay, well, here's some just varying perspectives and nuance in this. On one end, it is unfortunate that there's a good chunk of Black people out there who feel like they have no allies, who feel like we're constantly being attacked, constantly feel like they're under scrutiny, right? The problem is when we look at who's perpetrating some of the most heinous things in our country, when we look at how some of the worst people in the society act, when we look at all the rules that are being changed again at like theme parks, water parks, movie theaters, restaurants, malls, the streets, curfews are all for a certain subset of people. When we look at who produces the most majority of the murders and robberies, we're looking at people of this skin tone. When we think about people who, if we're taking another layer, when we think about the hood, when we think about the beauty supplies, the corner stores, the nail salons, the alcohol stores, liquor stores, they're all typically ran by Asians. And it's these Asians, it's these store owners who are having to deal with the nuisance of being around and serving majority Black patrons because of how they act. In the beginning of this video, in some cases, it is unfortunate, and I hate the fact that even I myself get profiled and I get judged based off the color of my skin and how I look. But on the other side of it, removing my ego, I can calmly sit down and look at the data and understand why somebody may look at me a certain way. I can see the frustration some people have, even within the Black community, that are like, okay, why are y'all this loud about, oh my gosh, Rick Chow getting away with shooting a little Black boy in the back of in his back? But we're doing that. This just happened in Nashville 2 days ago. And a Black boy got shot dead center in the head. Like, as a people, we're doing this to each other nonstop. So why this loud over the Asians but not our own people? That's the frustrating part. That's the sad part. Now, I'm glad a homeboy's speaking out. I'm glad as an Asian, he's speaking up and saying, hey, like, we need to come to some agreement. We need to chill out. Cause I be doing the same. I'm like PR damage control for the Blacks and the gays because hello, I am Black and gay and I hate how I'm viewed in society.
Uganda people, I heard there is a restaurant in Uganda that doesn't allow Ugandans to get in. A Chinese restaurant in Uganda that say no to Uganda people. They don't want Ugandans inside the restaurants. They don't want any Black person from Uganda inside the restaurant. This is the same thing that happened to Nigeria. It's a Chinese shop or shopping center, I don't know. Now, same thing is happening in Uganda. You open a restaurant in a country and you stop the people in that country from getting into the restaurant. My God. This thing don't be plenty for Africa, eh?
Do you know we have a restaurant in Uganda, in Kwalolo, that does not allow Blacks in unless you have someone who is white with you? I see a Chinese restaurant. I was like, let me try out Chinese food. I'm very sorry we don't allow Blacks in. At first I was like, it's a joke or something. So I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, if you're Black and you want to come in, you have to be with someone who is Chinese or white. I was like, what do you exactly mean? Blacks are not allowed in. You guys, you should have seen my face. I could not believe it. I asked him, how come you work for them? And he was like, that's how it is. Those are the rules. You people, I was in shock. pissed, disgusted, everything. How did we get here? I don't know if you guys understand how it sounds. Blacks are not allowed in. You have to be with a Chinese person, or you have to be white, or you have to be dating a Chinese human being to be allowed in. In Uganda, off Wampeo Avenue, there is a restaurant.
Look at the caption that she has up there. It says, I heard we was calling these Chinese restaurants to not pick up the food. Let's get them out of here faster. There's no group of people that are more racist than black culture and people that are on the far left extreme versions of white culture. But I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it in different households, the things that people say and what lengths they're willing to go through in order to destroy you, in order to ruin your business, in order to mess up what you've built, and ordering all of this food, knowing that they have no intention of picking up. And then again, having the nerve to having an attitude. If you guys want to boycott, if you guys want to have, choose not to spend your money at these businesses, sure. Like all of the stuff that you order, all of the stuff that you buy comes straight from China anyway. Trump was trying to tariff all of this stuff and y'all was against him also. So it's really just a hateful spirit across the board. I just think it's evil. I think it's ugly. And I think it's absolutely positively hateful. And I'm going to continue to highlight it as long as I can.
So disclaimer, I'm not saying the activity that occurred in this video is good or that it should be applauded. But I will say I understand. In Port Antonio, Jamaica, this hotel was burnt to the ground because the owners of the hotel basically put a policy saying that no Jamaicans could stay there. Only Chinese and Caucasian guests were allowed to stay and utilize the private beach. Now, it should be clarified that the owners of the hotel are not Jamaican themselves and are believed, I don't know for sure, but are believed to be Chinese investors from, China. Anyways, here's the video. Now, I'm not saying what they did was correct, but if you know Jamaicans, they do not take ish like that. So what do y'all think? Were they right or wrong? Also, it should be noted that not a single person was hurt or injured in this incident to my knowledge. If someone has other knowledge, feel free to put it down in the comments. Anyways, follow for more. Appreciate you.
Black Americans, it sucks to feel like there's a club that you can't get into. And sometimes people across the diaspora feel that way. There's a way that if you can soften the blow, that...
See, they keep trying to speak for us on our psyche and stuff, and they be totally wrong. We don't want to fit in with none of yous. We don't care about fitting in with y'all. Y'all want a piece of this over here. You're not equal. This relationship is not equal. It's not equal. For one, you would do anything you would do anything to trade spots with us. You don't care for us. You don't come here and link up with us and get, some of you do. Don't stop saying some of you do, because I don't see y'all. I don't hear y'all. I don't hear y'all going against all of this type of shit. It's crazy, man.
People across the diaspora, though, come down off the high horse if you're on one, because neither...
See, that's crazy. Come off your high horse. Why are they on the high horse in a third world country? What high horse are they on? You're right on saying that they do think they on a high horse, but you're coming from a third world country, man. Get the fuck out of somewhere, man.
Are you different nor better than your Black American brothers and sisters? And we need to stop that notion too. Even if you are getting more privileges, that doesn't mean you're better. Again, that's systematic separation. So if we can all do that little bit of stretching and raise the olive branch towards one another, then we can get this thing right and actually do what we're supposed to do.
Let's extend empathy and lift each other up together.
If you're going to group all of the Asians together, we cannot have a productive conversation because you're just as racist as Rick Chow. If you can't even take the time to understand that there is a lot of racial tension between Southeast Asians and East Asians, then we can never have a productive conversation. If you're just going to try and cancel everyone out, boycott everybody, then...
Look, I'm not one that will call for violence or vandalism or things like that, but I specifically decided to show this video especially because where you see the issue that happened with the Jamaican hotel that's owned by a Chinese man. Because look, it's not in every place that they are going to tolerate some kind of things, right? It's not everywhere that they will tolerate you just maltreating their citizens or acting in a certain way, they are actually going to take action. And that's why you're now seeing lots of boycotts like this happening in the United States, why many people are not happy with Asians. I think at this point we are trying to expose the truth about many Asian racist people, right? Because it's happening many times, and it's common among only black folks. Why don't you always hear lots of Latinos complain? Why don't you hear lots of basically Europeans complain? It's peculiar to black people. It's something that they only do to black people. And I understand that blacks say yes, that the most consumers of their products and all that, but at the same time, like, we are the people who consume your product, so you have to treat us right. That's the problem. That is the main problem here. Thank you for watching. If you love content like this, please do subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you in another one, guys. Bye bye.